Today we're going to compare driving this 2025 Ram 1500 with the new Hurricane twin turbo inline 6 motor to this 2023 F-150 with the 3.5 EcoBoost motor. This one isn't a 25, I know, but whatever, it's pretty close. Let's talk about it. So first here we're driving the 3.5 EcoBoost. Like I say, this is a 23, only has 7,000 miles. It's pretty much new still. This is literally the king of the half-ton trucks at the moment. The 3.5 EcoBoost F-150 outsells pretty much everything else every year. There's been a couple quarters that they've got outsold, whatever, but for the most part, everybody knows Ford is the king. The EcoBoost, one of those motors, you either love it or love to hate it. Either way, this is, #1 most sold truck in America, and there's a reason. People love it or not, okay, whatever. But ultimately, has Ram come up with something that can compete a little bit more than the Hemi? The Hemi, the people that love them, people that don't, is what it is. I always thought it was a pretty solid motor. They have their quirks just like everything else, but you know how it goes. So, obviously, these newer F-150s drive incredible. Super smooth, butter smooth, good power. 3.5 feels amazing. They have the 10-speed. Here we're cruising in 10th gear, 66 miles a gallon. Getting good fuel economy, whatever. They do a good job with these trucks. So the big thing with the new Hurricane is it going to be a good motor, or is it going to be kind of questionable? We don't really know yet. Driving them, I can tell you they feel incredible. They feel super, super nice. I would put it, right there, if not a little better than this 3.5. Super, super close and competitive. We'll have to see how they hold up and everything, but initial drive test, obviously, it's kind of hard nowadays because everything drives so well compared to back in the day. There was some big, major differences. Now, you hop in a new truck, it's gonna feel good. But I just wanted to drive both, see if there's anything that stands out to me either way. So we started here with the F-150. We're gonna hop over to the Ram and then we'll chat about it. As a side note on this truck, it's kind of funny how different brands equip everything a different way. This has the massive 12-inch screen from Ford, a lot of features, but no adaptive cruise. Does have lane keep, does have the menu here, so the bigger front screen, bigger screen, but none of really the extra, higher end technology like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, any of that stuff. So we'll take a peek at the Ram here in just a sec. Just put that truck back in its spot. Look at all these trucks. I actually work here. This is Tempe Ram here in Tempe, Arizona. We've got a ton of new trucks. We are a Ram store, but we don't discriminate. We do it all, baby. So if you need anything, put it in the comments down below. On a side note, coming up to both trucks, I didn't want to compare, that exact truck the way it's equipped to this exact truck the way it's equipped. Wasn't really the goal of the video. The point more is just driving them in general and how do they feel, but I've always found it kind of funny. So this one has Ram's smaller screen, the 8.4, still a perfectly good size screen. You can get a 12, has the smaller cluster up front, but this one has adaptive cruise and lane keep assist and all that stuff, right? So it's always just funny how they kind of mix match all the features and everything. All right, driving the Ram now. It does feel super nice. I really like this Hurricane motor. We're just kind of making the same little freeway lap here. It does feel super solid. The big question, obviously, is this motor going to help Ram get back into the promised land? They were going really strong. They won Truck of the Year a bunch of years in a row, like 4 or 5 or something, doing really well. Initial thoughts of driving this is super nice, but obviously all those Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram customers of mine, fans in general, everybody loved that old Hemi, the old V8 Rumble, A lot of people are really sad that the Hemi went away. But like I said in another video, the Hemi going away, it's okay to be sad about that. That does not make this motor bad, right? Those are two different things. You can be sad the Hemi went away. That doesn't make this motor bad whatsoever. This feels really nice. I haven't got the chance to tow with it yet, but the power's there. I would wager this is just the standard output. It might, don't tell them I said it, but it might outrun the Hemi. I wouldn't be surprised at all. It hangs right in there with the EcoBoost. It does have that, inline 6 feeling of super low end torque. You can kind of roll into it when you want it. It's there, man. It's not like jumpy. It's not like you barely touch it and it's jumping away from you. But when you want it, man, you give it to it and it's got it, or you can roll into it and it has that inline 6 smooth roll into the torque band in your power band. It feels really nice to drive. I think once people actually give this a chance, they're really going to like it. The big question is, did Ram do it right? Is it reliable? Early testing, just the ones we've sold, haven't seen a lot of problems, but obviously those haven't been out for 10 years and had 150, excuse me, 160,000 miles put on them, right? So we'll see what happens. Early impressions, man. This motor's a beast. It feels super nice to drive. I think, non-biasedly, just because I work there or anything, truly, go drive one of these. It feels super nice. I think you're going to be really impressed. As far as the overall feel of the trucks themselves, also, there's still that Ram to Ford difference. Ford's always felt, I don't want to say stiffer. They just feel, would heavier be the right word? They feel like they hug the road a lot. Rams feel like they kind of glide, float. Not float in a bad way, like when you have a big lift, wheels and tires, and you're floating all over the lane. Just float in terms of like, you take the bump super smooth. Ram has that coil suspension versus Ford's Leafs and everything. Obviously, neither one's a bad setup. It just depends on what you're doing as to which one you might like more. From a daily driver perspective, though, man, these Rams just ride incredible. And you can ask your friends or anybody that has one. It's amazing how nice these ride compared to, some of the others with the leaf springs and everything. Just so you guys can take a look, this is what the motor looks like under the hood. It is an inline 6 twin turbo. Can't really see a ton with the cover on there, but I'll give you a quick walk around. You can pause it if you'd like to. It's kind of just the general lookings of it, but ultimately, obviously, Ford, Ram, Chevy, whatever fan you are, not really the point of this video. Ultimately, even me working at a Ram store, I want to see the American brands dominate the American market. Rather that be Chevy, Ford, Ram, all three, hopefully, right? I want everybody to make a good product so that everybody has a true opportunity to go buy whatever vehicle they like more at an affordable price and have it complete their mission and be a really good rig, right? That's what we all want to see out of the American truck market. I think we're getting closer to that. They're starting to come down in prices. We have huge price decreases from what this truck would have been last year. It's not even close. You can buy this for so much less than you could buy it for during COVID. It's getting back to that affordable price point, getting back to those affordable times where the average American can come buy a pretty nicely well-equipped truck. I can't talk. That, it's not $300 a month, but this has everything you need to go do the stuff you want to do with your truck. It's ready to tow. It has power folding mirrors, power adjustable pedals, so everyone can be comfortable. Nice enough speedometer. This will do your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, has adaptive cruise, lane keep, so all of, some of those modern amenities without, not all of us care about the fancy leather seats and the stitching and the air suspension and all that good stuff. Those of us who do, great, you can still have that option, right? But let's see some of these trucks be in that affordable range. Someone like me, someone maybe like you can say, you know what, that's a no-brainer to go pick myself up a brand new truck. So ultimately, what do we think? Did Ram do a good job? Did they knock it out of the park? I really think they did. It's just going to take people actually getting out, driving them, have some people tow with them, watch the TFL videos, stuff like that. They are a really good motor from what we can tell so far. They mixed up the styling a little bit. They look really good. I really like this new grille, actually, and some of the stuff they did in the back. I think they did a good job. Obviously, we'll find out. But if you guys do want to truck it all, let me know. I have tons and tons and tons of inventory with some of the lowest prices in the country. We are just a truck center. It's all we do here. Trucks and work vans, tons of used trucks, tons of new trucks. If you're looking for a truck, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out.